Alright everybody, we're diving back into part 4 for the Blue in the Face playthrough for Xcom Chimera Squad. Things have been going well for us so far, but we're going to shake up our squad composition by adding Zephyr. She uses fists instead of guns, so let's get out there and punch some aliens in the face. The state of the map is a little bit dire right now. We are approaching the maximum amount of anarchy that we can handle. If we get to 14, then we lose the game, but I should be able to stabilize things going forward. I have my first ranked 3 field team, and it is the security team, so every Friday the district unrest is going to get reduced by 2 in the stacks, and that feels really good. So what I'm going to try to focus on is spending my intel on reducing the unrest via improving my security field teams, and the rest of my intel will go towards potentially purchasing upgrades from the scavenger's den when I get the opportunity to unlock it. I've gone a pretty long time without having access to it, but I really do want to get my hands on some of the cool stuff that we can purchase from there. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's deal with the locate trafficking records mission.
Hostile forces may try to sabotage infrastructure, damage crucial tech, or demolish evidence of their activities. Focus on any hostile attempting to destroy what you're there to protect. Hold fast and outlast their assault.
Alright, so here's what's going on. This is a 2 projected encounters mission. We've got the dark event that I already talked about. It's very difficult. Security door and vehicle door are the projected breach options. We've got our healer as terminal, but she is currently weakened, so her HP is reduced by 3. That's unfortunate, but it's not game breaking. It's not going to affect our overall strategy. She also has a med kit with her. Next up, Cherub is starting to get bloated with items. He has a med kit, an acid grenade, which damages units and applies the acid debuff to them, which makes them take damage over time, and I believe it increases the target's damage taken. He also has the ceasefire bomb, and this is a breaching item that we throw out that will disable enemies' weapons. Then we have Zephyr. I have learned so much about why she is an awesome character, and we are going to absolutely dominate with her. She has some janky animations when we use her Fearless Advance breaching ability, but besides that, Zephyr is just the most amazing character. She's very, very strong and very satisfying to use, especially with the cool stuff that we have in our kit right now, which we'll talk about once we get into the field. And finally, Claymore is back. He has 1 point of armor as a default now because of the training that we've done. He's got a huge health pool of 14, and he also has some innate dodge from the Mac Weave or the Mock Weave that we have equipped. He's got some increased aim from the tracer rounds and the advanced scope, increased crit chance from the laser sight. He is a very strong cookie, and we're going to munch him up. Well, I don't know what that means, but we're going to go on to the mission now.
3-1 PD suspects this warehouse is a transfer point for aliens trafficked by Grey Phoenix. If they process abductees here, they'll have records.
I hope so. We need to find the people they took before anything bad happens.
Oh wow, Cherub actually saying something serious for once. That is a departure from the norm, and I approve. So, we have a single breach point. We're coming out of a vehicle, ready for anything. All units through this entrance get 50 dodge for 1 round. That's fun. Now, what have I learned about Zephyr? She works incredibly well if she is in slot number 1 for breaching. So we're going to have a very fixed strategy. Zephyr is always going to be in the number 1 slot on the timeline, and that's never going to change. The other units may get rotated around, but in general, this is what I want to do. Zephyr, Cherub, Claymore, Terminal. And we're going to see why right now. I am so hype off this strategy. I've been playing with this strategy for about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, and it has been ridiculous. So we're going to start off with Fearless Advance and enjoy the janky animation that comes with it, and I targeted a Dominator for that. And we've got great shot percentages across the board. I'm going to try and take out this Berserker with some focused fire. Cherub going to hit it for 4. I'm going to send out another shot. I'm going to hit it for 5 and eliminate the target. Now I can also send another shot onto the Dominator. That's going to shred him down 5 more points. And then we're going to send that thick foot into the action. And we're going to kick the Dominator in the face for 4 damage and completely eliminate him from play. We have a bonus objective that we can capture if we either eliminate all the enemies or walk onto it. I'm probably going to end up eliminating the enemies. Now, one of the cool abilities that we have with Zephyr is crowd control, but it comes at a cost. Normally, when I use crippling blow, I can follow up with either momentum to move myself into a covered position or parry to mitigate the damage from a single attack. But if I use crowd control right now, I'm just going to be caught out in a very suboptimal position. So I don't really like the idea of that. I'm just going to use crowd control on, crippling blow on the adder. Oh, whoops. I forgot to open the objective while I was standing on it. All right. It's time to admit something to you guys. I am super intoxicated right now. So I'm probably going to make some bad decisions, but my squad is so powerful that it's going to compensate for the fact that I am under the influence of some vodka. Now, this car is going to blow up, so we've got to move our squad members off of it so it doesn't deal damage to us. And this adder over here is pretty low health. We got a great shot percentage, 91. We'll take the shot, and we'll get the kill. Good stuff. I'm nervous about the car. I hope it doesn't blow up. If the enemies shoot it again, it's definitely going to blow up. Cherub going to get some nice up-close and personal time with the Python. I mean, I wouldn't mind being wrapped up in between the scaly and somewhat moist skin of a giant snake with breastises, but it's trying to strangle Cherub, so we should probably do something about that. We have some new abilities on Claymore as well. The sticky grenade. May as well just use it. This is probably not the best opportunity for me to use it, but I'm going to show it off. When we stick this to the enemy, it is going to move its position, and then the bomb is going to explode. Let's see where he goes. He's just going to run away, and he's going to take 5 damage from that explosion. That's massive. He's going to move back to his cover, though, when his turn officially starts. Going to take a shot as well, and 3 damage is going to be dealt to Claymore. We're taking a bunch of hits here, which I don't really like, but in the end, things are going to work out all right. I'm going to go for a subdue on the Paladin. Just get him off the field.
Stay down.
And then it's going to be Zephyr's turn again, and we can just punch the Python. We don't have to worry about actually taking the objective because we're going to clear all the enemies before this next round is over. So the bonus objective is going to get completed automatically because of that. Oof. But can you feel the power? Not of that exploding car, but of our setup and the characters that we're using. Because I certainly feel the power. And it feels really good.
Book 'em.
Amazing. This is truly
3-1
amazing.
PD is stretched too thin. You're on your own here. Find any records and keep them intact.
So, you'll probably die. Now, go do your job.
That's not what I said.
It's what I'm saying. It's the only thing worth saying. Focus on what needs doing and then do it.
Okay, I don't appreciate all the sassiness and the sarcasm. We're trying to take things seriously right now. So, we are going into the next breach point, and I'm going to pile everyone into the security door. Scratch that. I'm not going to pile people into the security door because I want Zephyr to be first at all times. And Zephyr does not have a security key card to open the door. Only Terminal can open the door with the key card. So we're gonna pile everyone into this other door, and we are going to use our ceasefire bomb to disable the enemies, and we are also going to use refresh to give us a heal during the breach. We haven't taken a lot of damage, but Claymore is missing some health, and Cherub is also missing health, so we'll top that off with our healing ability. And this is the last encounter, so if we don't use it now, we're not going to get to use it.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse too. Boom, door is open, grenade going in, disabled 2 weapons in the process. Nice. We got a lot of bodies running around here, as well as a Praetorian. This guy is a tough cookie, but if we focus him down, that'll be great. But even if we don't manage to focus him down, getting some damage on him is going to be nice. So we're going to target the Praetorian with the Fearless Rush. We're going to use Phalanx on the Paladin, so he's going to target Cherub, and he's not going to take any damage. There's another Berserker at the top of the stairs. Not super concerned with him. We're going to focus fire on the Praetorian. He's a lot scarier than the Berserker. We got one more shot coming out, and it is going to connect. There's a pretty good chance that this hit is going to kill. Nice, dude. Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. Now, we have been in this well, I shouldn't say we. I've been in this warehouse before on a previous mission. But we've got reinforcements coming in hot for this one. So we're going to have to work kind of hard for the victory. So here's what I want to do. Zephyr's first in our order. And I'm going to use Crippling Blow on the Berserker. Berserker. And unfortunately, we didn't apply any negative status effects to it, but we do have momentum. But I'm not going to use momentum. I'm going to go for the parry. There is a Dominator on the field, and he has the potential to mind control somebody, but he's going to go for the side disable instead. We're only going to lose one action point, though, so that is the best possible result. Wow. I don't know if I mentioned this ability called Lockdown, but if an enemy takes an action while they are next to Zephyr, she's going to kick them in the face. And while this does have a chance to miss, when it connects, it does very, very solid damage. All right, now it's Cherub's turn, and he's going to start getting reckless. Oh, this is so good. This is without a doubt the strongest strategy that I've ever tried in XCOM Chimera Squad. We're going to go for the bash, hitting the Dominator and the Python.
Thought I had it.
And when strategies are going well in XCOM, they feel amazing. It's just this sensation that everything that you're thinking of doing is working. That's really unfortunate. The swipe attack from the Faceless can deal damage to friendly units, so that could have dealt damage to the Dominator, but unfortunately he was able to dodge the attack, so he didn't take any extra damage. Now I'm going to do some even more crazy stuff. One of the new abilities that I got on Terminal is called Cooperation, and I can target this on Cherub to give him an action point. I'm essentially giving him one of my action points. I'm ordering him around a little bit, telling him what I want him to do. And I want Cherub right now to use his bash.
I made the arrest.
And that is a double kill right there. And I have a passive ability now on Cherub called Recharge. So when he gets a kill with his bash, it refunds a charge for his bash, so his subsequent bashes are going to continue to deal increased damage, and that is nutty. Next up, we're going to use Pin Down on the Paladin to bump him lower in the timeline, and we should be able to focus, if not both of these guys, one of them down before they get to do anything. Ooh, maybe not. Claymore doesn't have both of his action points. I forgot. I could go all in on the Paladin, though, and really get nutty, but I don't want to waste my team up just yet. So I'm going to throw down a Shrapnel, and it's going to have to tick down on its own. And then we're going to go in here and punch the Faceless, and then we're going to activate Parry. We rooted him. That is the additional effect that we got from Crippling Blow, and we'll activate Parry. When the Faceless... well, actually... I don't think I have to give any of the enemies that are on the field right now a chance to take an action. I'm going to try something good. We're going to activate our kinetic shield on Cherub, and then we're going to bash into the Paladin. Now, when the Shrapnel explodes, it's going to kill him. And it is going to trigger my kinetic shield because I was within the blast radius, so that's unfortunate. And then, ooh, the lockdown's going to go out, but it's not enough damage to kill. But I also made a slight miscalculation. The Faceless, I forgot that it heals at the end of every turn. So even if lockdown did 4 damage, the Faceless would have still survived because he healed for 2 at the end of that.
Another caller for the men.
All right, target's eliminated. Time for some reinforcements. This is without a doubt the most oppressive and amazing strategy that I've ever employed in Xcom Chimera Squad. We made it out of this one with 2 light wounds and 2 unharmed. We got enough captures to guarantee 20 intel. We're going to tickle a lot of them toes. We're going to tickle the aliens wherever else they're ticklish in order to extract the information. I'm kidding. We're going to waterboard everyone until we find out what we need to find out. This is the real deal. Actually, okay. What kind of interrogation tactics do you think Xcom would use 5 years after the invasion is completed? So we're not at war with the elders anymore, or the aliens. We're living among them. What kind of interrogation tactics are we using? Are we doing good cop, bad cop, or is it next level? There it is, man. We got so many different rewards from this. The -2 unrest is great. The credits, the intel, and the bonus intel, as well as 30 Illyrium from the bonus objective. And we completed an assembly project for improved medkits. I think that increases the HP that they restore.
Safe from Gray Phoenix abductions.
Now, the whole story behind that mission is that Gray Phoenix has been abducting alien civilians that are good at science, but we don't know exactly why. A short time ago, Gray Phoenix forced their way into the city's starport. There is a starship parked in there. If they manage to launch a starship, they could cause all kinds of destruction, and we obviously don't want that.
You're back. Because you think I know the truth? Or because I'm familiar? Entertaining. See, that's how it works. You trust the voice on the radio, then it asks you to do things. Little things. You don't mind. The voice on the radio, it's your friend. You can give some leeway to a friend. You tell him, Floyd, you're the only one who knows the truth. Well, you know what? I don't. I know how we conquered your world. Telling you we knew the truth was a big part of that. So never listen to a voice on the radio that claims to know the truth. Instead, think for yourself.
Well, alrighty then. The character of Tesseract is 100% inspired by an Alex Jones type of person, and it makes for some funny dialogue, but it also has room for introspection and thought, which I am totally not capable of giving right now because I am inebriated. We finished our assembly project, and I have 125 Illyrium right now, so I could potentially research something big, and I do like the idea of that. Enhanced pistols would be fantastic for Blue Blood. That would increase his damage significantly. Enhanced assault rifles is great for Verge. SMG is great for Terminal. Shotgun's great for Claymore. Unfortunately, I'm not doubling up on any weapon types, so whatever research that I go for an enhanced weapon type, it's only going to affect a limited number of people, but enhanced pistols has the chance to assist the most number of people that I like to use in my team comp, so we're going to go with that. Our training for Blue Blood is almost done. This is going to increase his crit chance by 15, giving him a base crit chance of 25%, I believe. And that's amazing.
A short time ago, Gray Phoenix forced their way into the city's starport. If they managed to launch a starship, they could cause all kinds of destruction.
Yeah, we certainly don't want them to do that. Unfortunately, we got an Anarchy mission that we have to contend with, and we actually made it to the final Gray Phoenix mission. Take down Gray Phoenix will put a stop to all of their nefarious deeds, and that's pretty freaking awesome. With that said, we are going to take a little break, but don't worry, we will be back soon with more Chimera Squad for the Blue in the Face playthrough. We're almost done with the Gray Phoenix stuff, and their story has been interesting, so let's wrap this up. As always, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to support the channel more than you already do just by watching, liking, and subscribing, you can head over to patreon.com/iBluairJgR to become a patron. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.